Hello, and welcome back to Digging and Metal Detecting. I'm back out on the Field of Dreams #2. I was on here last time, we were finding some nice bits, weren't we? And I did walk a long way, if you remember, to find, what have we got flying around there? Oh my goodness, don't know if you can see those. Those little flock of curlews. I don't know how well you can see that. Wish I had my other camera out because I'd have caught them. But yeah, no, we spent a lot of time wandering across this vast field, and I found a Roman on the other corner. And actually I was thinking to myself, yeah, I really need this 15-inch coil on to cover more area. But I didn't have it with me, so I've got it with me this week, 15-inch on the Manticore. I'm going to be using the similar settings. Not really, I don't really change anything, to be honest. They work well. They seem to work with every coil. So yeah, I'll just keep them on. Yes, quite warm today actually. I've only got my jacket on because it is due to possibly rain, maybe. But this field has been ploughed now, and actually been ploughed and rolled, which is awesome. And the pile of dung has gone, so I can actually do this corner now. So we'll have a little go here and see how we get on. But yeah, 15-inch coil today, covering lots of ground, achy arm time. I'll see you on the first time. Oh dear. Well, I just literally took 2 steps. I thought I'll just set my machine up and get the sensitivity right. I've got down to 19 on the sensitivity because the iron here is quite heavy. So that's where the 9-inch comes in quite well. But I was just setting up. I took about 2 steps and I got an iffy sort of 25. That's right here, look. I can't believe this. I think, and there's the imprint, it fell off there was a little clod. I don't know where the other side of it went, but there's the imprint, and it looks like a coin, and I did pick it up. I think almost looks silver, that. I don't think it is. I think it's a jetton. That is a nice jetton. I've literally took a few steps. I can't believe that, because like I say, I was then going to turn my camera on and go live for you just for the first few holes as well. So that's typical, isn't it? Let's give this a little spray off and just see, because I think that's quite a nice one as well. A little bit of crust on there that's gonna stick a bit, I think. I'm gonna leave that for cleaning at home, but we'll clean it up as best we can just to show you. I can't believe that straight away. Nice jetton. Is it a French? I think it's French. It's a fleur-de-lis, little cross with fleur-de-lis on it. But there we go. Yeah, a little bit of crust on that side. Okay, so that's a Nuremberg jetton. That's Nuremberg, yeah. I'm not sure I've seen one with I don't know if I've seen one with a cross and the fleur-de-lis on a Nuremberg. But that is an absolute beauty. Straight on it. Can't believe that. It's typical. I was gonna turn my camera on and do a live with you guys. That is first hole. I've took a couple of steps, just set my sensitivity up, and there we go. And I'm right under where the pile of dung was. Oh, brilliant. What a start, honestly. That's crazy. Let's hope the rest of the day pans out like this. That's amazing. What a beautiful little find. You guys are in for a treat today, I've got a feeling. You beauty. Right, let's try not to miss any more. Let's go on a live here. Yeah, that was right there. This is where that pile of dung was. I'm going to turn the sound off actually because it's a bit loud. I don't want to draw too much attention. Let's put my headphones on as well. We'll do a little bit more with the sound later, I think, when I'm away from this road here. Just do a little ring around where this was. It's going to be nice and slow today. Yes, I know. When I'm editing the videos, I realise just how fast I'm walking sometimes. Yes, I do get told off. 17:18 there. Let's see if we've got the same luck when we're on live as I have when I'm not. Probably not. Oh my goodness, I don't know about that though. I think that's a hammered. I think that's a cut half. Oh my goodness me. This is started. That's second signal. Second signal. So I've had a jetton and I think a hammered. Let's go on the other camera quickly. I wanted to keep this live. Or should I? No, I'll tell you what, I'll keep this live. What I'll do, I'll put that in my other pot. I'll do a little. I'll put that in my other pot. Still in the clod. Look, I haven't revealed it. We'll keep that in the clod as a surprise. But that is, I'm pretty sure, the hammered coin. Second signal of the day. Oh my goodness me. That pile of dung was hiding some history. Carry on doing a little bit of a ring around this. Bit of a weak 6 to 8, very wispy, but I don't usually bother too much with these because they're usually little bits of lead. But we do sometimes. I just pick the odd one. Oh, there you go. There's a bit of foil. Let's put that straight in the bag and carry on. Yeah, usually something not so good, but you never know. So I do dig up the odd one just randomly, just to be sure. You know, I don't want to miss anything. But they're usually little small bits of lead and stuff like that. Bit of an irony tone to that one. Let's have a little listen. Not the best of signals, 33, and it's given a little bit of a sausage on the screen there. That's nearly out. Sounds better now. But I think there's going to be either lead or button, possibly. That, whatever that is, it's a bit of aluminium. There we go. Try and just be quick with stuff like that. Don't get depressed about a bit of rubbish. Just put it in your bag, take the rubbish away with you and move on. On to the next signal. Quick as you can. The less time you spend looking at the trash, the more it's like you didn't dig it up. Quite irony, but I think sensitivity on 19 seems to be pretty stable. So, right, sorry about that, guys. I just had a button there. I just went down to find the signal. I realised my camera wasn't working. It had cut off for some reason. So we'll start again. That was literally, I just walked and found that next signal, and that was it. So you haven't missed anything. Apart from a little button. I had the shank as well, a little sort of pewtery button. Let's do a couple more and then we'll carry on. It'll take some getting used to this big coil again after using the little one. It's so heavy. it's 29 there. That's a lovely signal. That is a beauty.
Like I say, we'll do some more later where you can, I'll make it so you can hear everything.
And there, a little clod. That's, no, just a little shotty end. Miniature shotty end. Let's do one more. See if we can find one more, and then we'll move along. It's the only thing with the big coil, especially if the ground is a little bit rough. It's a horrible signal. Yeah, if the ground is a little bit rough, you do tend to hit a lot of it with the bigger coil, and I find myself lifting it away from the ground, so actually you're not gaining anything by using it, but it's reasonably flat on here, so it's not too bad. I think last time I was on here it would have been a little bit too rough for it, if I'm honest, in places. Another little 16, 17 down there. There's a couple I've had near the surface now.
Somewhere near the surface, he says. Which is going to happen quite a lot on here, I think, because it's been
Turned over. What we got there? A very crusty button, that one, I think. Just double check. Make sure I'm not going to throw away something nice. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's a crusty button. Almost looked hammered like, but it's not. God, it certainly smells over this corner. Right, let's have one more. Go on, one more. I'll treat you. I'm on a promise to the farmer as well, because there was pigs on here. There's these kind of things I found last time. Big, they're like big corkscrews, and I think he said there's something to do with what the pig boys put in the ground, like a spike. But I left a few of them behind. I mentioned them to him. Quite a big heavy item, and I was a long way into the field, so I didn't want to there's no way I could have carried them to the side. It would have taken me a long while. So I mentioned it to him, and he said just poke them in the ground and spike them up. Then they'll be able to see them. So I shall do that for him if I find them.
help the farmer out a bit. No, not that.
Now, is that? That's another button, I think. No, it's not. Oh, it's a little shotty end. But there you are. There's the little live bit. Let's move on, and I'll see you on the next good find, guys. Right, whilst I'm here, actually, I just want to give a massive shout out to Zos Arts. This is Zoe Pope. You're amazing, by the way. She does some incredible artwork in pencil, and she's drawn up my Norfolk Wolf stator for me, and it's incredible. What I'll do is I'll put a little video over the top of this that I did actually for TikTok and Facebook. So it's the wrong way round. I'm sorry. It's going to be a little screen, but I'll put that over me talking here and me putting it up on the wall. But it's incredible, and I'll put some photos up for you as well. But yeah, absolutely, just beautiful artwork. She is amazing at what she does. Yeah, so go on over. I'll put the link in the description for her. And yeah, honestly, it's amazing. If you've got a special find that you want drawn up and something you can hang on the wall, it's just so perfect. Everything she's done is perfect. She's got such fine detail on it. It's incredible. So yeah, massive shout out to you, Zoe. Keep up the good work, because honestly, you're amazing. I don't know if you know how good you are. I'm so impressed. So yeah, go on over and check her out. Get yourself a nice little drawing to put on your wall. And also, don't forget, we're sponsored by Dragon Detecting. So head on over to there and get yourself some metal detecting gear whilst you're at it. Use my code DIGGERD10 to get 10% off. Yeah, let's carry on. Let's get some history out of the ground. It's a beautiful day now. Now, sorry, I can't remember who it was that commented, but someone asked me, I do apologise, yeah, I'm rubbish with names, unless I have a look on YouTube comments, and I'll find you and maybe give you a little shout. But here's a good example of what I was talking about with iron, the iron falsing, and determining whether it is iron falsing or a signal. There's a signal there. If you turn on it for a start, you're getting a, but it's a very clipped, short signal. It's high. It's coming in under the bracket, but I'll tell you what, we'll dig it. But that is, I'm 100% certain that's iron. Can you hear how it's just clipped? It's not a whole signal. There's not a full tone there, it's just clipping it. The more I swing over it, the more it becomes iron. I'm not even going to bother to dig that. It's just turning to iron now. The machine's actually getting better at determining it the more I swing over it. But there you go. So that's a false signal. Very short, clipped sound. Now let's see if we can just find an actual signal. Although a very low signal, I'm not going to dig it because I'm pretty certain that's lead. Oh, I might do. Can you hear how it's a whole tone? It's not clipped. Nice bold signal. It's only a 10, this one 10, 11. See what I mean? It's a more open sound. It's yeah. Don't know how else to explain it really. What have we got there? Tiny little leather mount. I said I wouldn't have dug that, but actually after going over the signal a couple of times I would have done it. Is a signal I would have dug, and I did obviously, which I'm glad I did because it's a little leather mount. Not much to it. It's not very interesting to show you. There's that button. Still got that hammered in a clod there. I don't even know what it is yet. I think we need to reveal that in a little while. I'm keeping it from you. It's a secret. I don't even know what it is myself. So yeah, let's... Oh, I was then going to say let's carry on, but that sounds very surfacey actually. Well, 14. Just signal after signal today. There we go, what do we got there? Something green again. And we got a little strap end. I think we have. Of some description. I don't know if that's just... I don't know if it is a strap end. It's something. Very strap endy looking. It looks like it's been bent in half. Let's just try and poke the bit of the soil out of there. I'm not sure what that is, but it's old. That's for sure. Some nice little bits coming up in this corner today. But yeah, I don't know how well you can see that. We'll have a look at it at the roundup. There's nothing much to show. It's just a bent over piece of copper. It's got a little tong here. I think it's a strap in or a buckle. It would have been a buckle plate, I think. These little prongs here. The buckle would have been here like a little loop, I think. It's just half of the plate. But yeah, we'll have a look at that later. And I'll see you on the next signal. Surfacey again. 22 there. I had the camera turned on, so I thought I might as well film it. A lot of the time I just dive in and... Oh, I had something then. It's good when you can dig with your pinpoint. You're not supposed to. Don't copy me. Where is it that? No, it's there somewhere.
There we are, it's in my hand. And another piece of bronzy, coppery plate. Nothing really obvious about it. No patterning, I don't think. No, just a piece of copper plate. Go on then, I won't make you wait any longer. Here's my finds so far. I've had a bit of buckle as well, but here we go. Here's that little hammered coin, still in the clod, look. Definitely a hammered. Well, I hope it is. Go and find out it's not a hammered. There you go, there's the imprint. It's a little broken. And see the imprint there as well. It's a little broken. Voided short cross, cut half. It's got a little nick out of this side, but got a little voided short cross there. Just have a little, take some of this dirt off this side, see if we can see a bust. See if we can figure out who it is. Which way up is he? He's going to be hard to tell, that one. That's very difficult. Sunlight's not helping me. Is that the bottom? Yeah, I think that we've just got this beard right at the bottom of the coin there. I'm not going to get a lot off that one, I don't think. Yeah, it's a shame. Sometimes these cut halves just cut in the wrong place. I can't make out who that would be. Possibly, looking at the beard, it could be it's either going to be a Richard or a Henry III, I think. Looking at the type of beard, it's quite the Johns have got a bit more of a little dashed sort of lines for the beard. On, I think that is, yeah, it's going to be one of the two. But there we go, little voided short cross penny, cut half, or half penny if you like, being as it's cut in half. But yeah, what a fantastic way to start the day that was. Second signal of the day. I'm going to put that in my coin pod now. We've got a 63 and this is bang on the surface. It's obviously been brought up by the plough. And I haven't picked it up, but it looks kind of key shaped almost, doesn't it? Looks very interesting to me. Looks like it's got some real age to it. Is that a key or is that something else? What on earth is that? I don't think it is a key. That's got to be, I don't know, hole in there. It's got the design is very. I'll tell you what. That's a. Is that a hand? Is that a little arm and a hand holding that? Almost looks like a little hand, doesn't it? I don't know. I really don't know. It's got the look of that to me. Looks like a strap distributor, maybe. Possibly. It's broken off completely, hasn't it? Whatever it was. But I found a strap distributor, and I'm pretty sure that was Anglo-Scandinavian, so Saxon. But that's got a very similar design with the knops on there, and it was like a three-sided, so it had three of those. But that looks like a little arm and a hand holding that, like a little, almost like a susceptor. That's a very odd one. You please let me know what you think of that, guys, because I'm not 100% sure, but that is fantastic. That's going to be something reasonably special, I think. Just looking at it, it just feels like it's got something about it. But it's definitely very old. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Is that a little hand? Is that an arm holding it? Or is that just decoration and it's just looking that way? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Leave a comment. It'd be much appreciated. Yeah, really need some help with that one because I'm not sure. But I'm thinking some kind of strap distributor maybe. Awesome.
Got an absolutely solid 41 there, slightly off circle. It's not really a full circle on the display, it's not, but it's a very tight little signal, that. Out in one as well, that's what we'd like. Now I don't know what's going on over to the left of me, but that's where the Field of Dreams is. And a tractor pulled up on there a little while ago. It looked like it had a big, I don't know what you call it, the thing with the big rollers. Is it a harrow? A harrow maybe, something like that. Or just rollers, but he's gone on there and it's cropped. But he's put his rollers out and he's gone off up the field, so I don't know what's going on there, unless he's just doing like the edge or something. But I'm going to keep an eye on that. Simply because if... Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Oh, we got a little clod here. That must have been fairly near the surface. That looked kind of shiny there, but not there. Let's have a little... It's got a rim anyway, it's all the way round. Is it just a button? Possibly a button. Could be absolutely nothing, of course. Oh, no. What have we got here? I'm seeing silveryness. Why am I silver? Is that Roman? Oh, yes. Tell you what, that is. I'm not going to pull that apart anymore. I'm going to do that on... That's the second Roman I've had in this corner of the field. Let's get on the other camera and have a little look together. And we'll have a clean up, but it looks like there's some silveryness on that. Unless it is silver. It could. That could be a silver Roman, that. Let's have a look on the other camera. That's exciting. Right, there that is. Just trying to listen. I don't know if you can hear. You can hear the birds, it's lovely. You can hear the tractor. It's just been round that field once, I think. Now, if he spends a lot of time in there, I'm going to go and have a look, see what's going on, because surely they're not sort of turning over a crop. The crop's been there a while, it's quite well established now, but here we go, guys. Less baffling on. Look at this. And I'm thinking there's a good possibility that that is actually silver. I'm not sure, it's got a greeny look to it, but it's also got silvery look to it, and quite often silver Romans, and it's in the 40s, yeah, it could well be silver. No, it's very green. Look at that, we've got an imprint there. Looks like a portcullis maybe. But there is some silver on there, but it's... I wonder if it's another forgery. Contemporary forgery. I'm running low on water. We are having an amazing day already so far. And this is a beautifully conditioned Roman coin too, I think. Let's give that a little brush. There's definitely some silvering on there, isn't there? Can you see that? Almost had me thinking it was actually a silver Roman coin, but I don't think it is. I think it's bronze. That's going to need a better clean up again at home. I think some of the crust is kind of well stuck on. It needs a bit of a composite cleaning pencil on there, but there we go, look at that. What a beautiful coin. I can't remember the type. I will find that for you and put it up on the screen right here. But that is beautiful condition. Yeah, I'll leave that to clean at home properly, but what a coin. Look at him. He looks serious, doesn't he?
Why so serious? Don't know if that's a Constantine or... Either way, you're going to know. You'll see it to the right of the screen here. But that is an absolute beaut. We're on the Roman as well today, so yeah, we've had medieval, we've had hammered, Nuremberg jetton, piece of a something or other, possibly Saxon, and now we're on to the Roman too. That is just stunning. Nearly 2,000 years in the ground, brought up by the Plough, and I'm the first person to hold it in all that time. What a cracking coin, what a cracking find. Brilliant.
Still hear that tractor going around. I'm gonna go and investigate in a little while. I can't keep me away from it. I need to know what's happening. Anyway, plenty coming up today. We're doing really well on here. I've also got the field that way. I won't show you too much, but yeah, I've got the field that side, which is next to the Field of Dreams, and that's been ploughed as well. So I can go on there if I want, but we're doing well on here, so it's keeping me here. But look at this. I don't know. I'm thinking it's some kind of decoration, leather decoration, possibly. I don't know. I could be totally way off here, but that looks quite a bit older to me. It's got a very old feel to it. I don't think it's medieval. I think it's older. I'm wondering whether, again, that's possibly, dare I say, Saxon? I don't know. Any thoughts, guys, and what it is as well, because I don't actually know. It's got no pins like a leather stud or leather mount. Yeah, no idea. Bit of a cool little find. It's got kind of like an X or a cross through the middle of it, hasn't it? Blank on that side, so that was obviously the face of it. It was on something. But yeah, don't know. Definitely got a very old feel to that. A very crude look, hasn't it? It's either Roman or Saxon, that. It's got to be. I can't see that being medieval. But yeah, let me know in the comments again, guys, please. I'd much appreciate it. Well, curiosity got the better of me, and I had to wander over to the Field of Dreams. Now, I don't know why. Why would he run a roller over the top of a crop like that? Is it just to break the surface a little? Because he hasn't done anything, he hasn't dug in any way, he's just put a roller across it, kind of. I'll just put the sound on for this one. Quite a high one, 76. I'm wondering whether it could be a coin, but I don't know. Kind of iffy. Oh, not now, nice and bright. It's out. Yeah, I couldn't resist going and have a look, see what he was doing, but he's moved on further over to some other fields now. Oh, what is that? Oh, that looks interesting. That could be, looks like, I'm not going to move it anymore, it looks like a heraldic horse pendant. Definitely looks like one. I can't see any detail on it, but it's got a kind of loop at the top. Anyway, let's get on the other camera and have a look together before I move it. There you are, guys. It's literally right there. Look at that. Definitely looks like a horse pendant. I would have said so. Clod on the back of it. Go on, have some detail. Looks like that's the front though. I was hoping it was going to have some detail on it, because sometimes they have enamel as well, but unless it's on this side, ooh, yes, definitely could be the detail on this side. This is amazing. That is incredible. I'm having such an incredible day.
It's just getting better and better as by the minute. Sorry, I keep knocking the camera there. I've tried out my my little stand to see if I can use my phone for this little bit rather than resting it on my chest mount. There goes the little hole. Sorry guys, I'm off camera there. That is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what the design is, or if there's... Let me just have a quick look myself. I think there would have been enamel in there. Look at that. What a beautiful, beautiful find. That is incredible. I don't think there's anything on the back. It wouldn't be that way around. That would be the back of it, and it would have hung facing out that way. But look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I think this area, the bit in between in here, definitely would have been enamelled at some point, but I can't see any. I don't know if you guys can. That is absolutely stunning, and it's probably the best, well, say the best, I think I've only ever found one other horse pendant, and it was nothing like this. So that is a true bucket lister for me. Absolutely stunning. I'm so impressed with that. Oh, can this day get any better? Honestly, can it actually get any better? I don't think a day could. That is just madness. But that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Not too far from that horse pendant. Another bright 46. Sounds quite deep, that. It's a big bright signal, but it's deep. So I've not got the machine set up for depth today, like my normal settings, to be honest. But yeah, I've not got it set up for depth on recovery, really. I'm always on 6, but I'm not really looking for depth here. Where did that go? It was... That's acting very strange. Oh, I think I didn't want to pick that up, did it? Maybe I... Yeah, I think I took the pinpointer too close to it as it was firing up. But I think we got a buckle. Yes. Yes, we have. And a lovely little buckle at that. It's going to be on the other camera again. I think this is going to be a long video today, guys, but I don't care. Be as long as it'll be. But we're only still in the morning. I haven't been out many hours, maybe just a couple, and we are doing absolutely amazingly. Give that a little clean up, and then we'll go to the other camera and have a little look together. But that is a very nice little buckle, that's medieval. But yeah, let's switch to the other camera and have a quick look at that. There we are, guys, look at that. What a little beauty. You can see the little file marks in there. Usually a good sign that it's pretty old. Yeah, you can just see those little lines, especially on that little bit there. But that is absolutely stunning, and like I say, I always say it, I love a buckle, but that is a very special one. Beautiful little find. I wonder if there's any file marks on the back. Usually is. Yeah, a few there. Pretty neat little buckle, that. Very tidy. What craftsmanship, honestly, that is just incredible. Been handmade, wouldn't it? Absolutely brilliant. We're smashing it. This is amazing. I cannot believe it. I'm speechless today. This day just, I said it couldn't get any better, but it is just, it's mad. Whatever are we going to find today? Well, I thought I'd just show you this. I normally save stuff like this to the end, so we've got a bit in the roundup that you don't know about. But no, I thought I'd show you this. I don't very often find them, and it's a little lead, possible, I'd say, soldier on a horse. Sort of 3D, so he's got both sides as well. Sometimes they're flat on one side, aren't they? But no, yeah, little lead soldier. I've never found a complete one. I found animals and bits and bobs, legs, and they're always missing bits. He's missing his head. Horse is missing its legs and tail. But yeah, they're always missing bits. These lead soldiers and animals. So yeah, shame. But yeah, nice little find. Another nice little find. What do we say? The day can't get any better. Well, yes it can. I wasn't expecting this. I've moved like slightly further out into the field, and it just goes so quiet. But then you'll hit a signal. It's just banging, absolutely banging signal. Out it comes. Pinpointed it here and picked it up and moved it here. But look, we've got a hammered. We are on the hammered, and I think we might get a little bit of a wet imprint there. Who's that going to be? It's going to be, I would have guessed, an Edward. Let's give that a little spray, I think. Straighten me back up here. Come on. It's going to be a nice little coin as well. Oh, another hammered. This day is just amazing. I don't know what's going on. The fields, obviously, it's been ploughed and turned over. I've got a bigger coil on. Ground's flat, so I can swing a bigger coil. It's all helping, isn't it? And of course I'm just walking over the right spot too. And this isn't one of the fields that I can just walk willy-nilly and find stuff all day long. You've really got to walk over it. It's a long way between even signals sometimes on here. So it's just absolutely crazy. Let's give that a little clean, little dry up in the cloth there. And I think we've got quite a nice little coin. And there we are. It's an Edward, definitely an Edward. Not sure which one, but it is an Edward. We've got EWART, Edward, something or other. I can't remember what the rest of them say. There's a way of telling which one it is, but I'm not very good with these Edwards. And I think, looking at that, I think we've got a Canterbury mint, Civitas Can, and probably TOR there, but it's a bit worn. So Canterbury, I think. I'm pretty sure that's Canterbury mint. So a lovely little Edward Canterbury mint penny. Absolutely brilliant. Not the greatest of condition, that one, considering how some of them come up on this permission. Sorry about that bit of wind noise, guys. Hopefully you can actually hear me. I'll turn my back to it a bit for you. That should cool it down. Yeah, wind's getting up actually. I'm down to a t-shirt and I've been quite hot, but actually that wind's now getting a little bit chilly. I think that rain's heading this way. But yeah, beautiful. Another hammered coin. The day's just getting better and better, isn't it? There we are. Beautiful. $28.29 there. A little bit irony. A little bit of an irony tone in there. Still in the hole. Still down there. Oh, wind is picking up. I felt some spots of rain a minute ago. I was just missing it. Probably going to be a bit of lead or trash. It is. What is it? A shotty end. Now what did I do with that other one? Because I have emptied my bag out, but no, it's not that. I think I might have chucked it away. Got a 50 cal casing, bit of a broken casing. But I had a shotty end a little while ago. It's not a shotty end.
If it was a shotty end, it was an absolute madman, because it was about, I don't know, so, you know, shotty end size. It was probably 5 times the size of that. It must have been some kind of mad, massive gun. I have no idea. If you know, let me know what they are, because that was mad. I wish I could have showed you, actually. I should have kept it, but I didn't. But yeah, if you've got any ideas on those, I'll probably win the competition for biggest shotty end of the year. That was huge. I couldn't believe it. Massive, massive signal. I also found one of those pieces of farm machinery for the farmer. It's not farm machinery, it's something the pig guys use to put stakes in or something, but I found one and I've stood it up in the soil. He asked me to stand them up and they'll see them, I guess. But yeah, signals are getting a little bit few and far between now, strangely. It just happens every time. I have a really cracking few hours and then it goes quiet. It's like it doesn't want me to have anything else. But yeah, we'll carry on. Hopefully we'll find something else. We'll see.
Got another one here. This was in the 30s. Such an odd field. So because you're wandering around and it's just blank for ages. You get a tiny bit of lead or maybe a shotty end, but just nothing, and then bang, a signal in the middle of nowhere. There we go. I think we've got another buckle, which is lovely. Is it a nice one? Looks like yeah, it is another nice little medievally. I don't know if it's a bit late, maybe post-medieval, that one. But yeah, another lovely little buckle. And we've had the second buckle today, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Just wonderful little finds, aren't they? I do love a buckle. I don't know if it's missing the centrepiece here. It's going to be a later one, I would have said. Being as it's got that hole in the middle, that's quite... There's a little hole there, and then there's a little hole there. I think it would have had a bar through the middle. So I'm going to say that that's a bit later, yeah, probably post-medieval. But yeah, wonderful little find. Well, again, another signal that's just jumped out of nowhere. I can't even remember the numbers of this one, actually, because I've been cleaning it up. 24, there we go. 24 on the screen there. And it's this. And I've found quite a few in this style as well. It's a lovely little strap end. You can see some sort of decoration there. It's a shame it's been bent. It was more bent up than that. I've managed to... Well, I've kinked it a little bit, but I have managed to straighten it out very slightly. But yeah, you've got to be very careful because it will... You can see the line there. It will crack. So... Yeah, not easy to straighten out. Strangely, one side is much thicker metal, or copper bronze, than the other side. This is really solid, this side, and very flimsy, this other side. So, yeah, a bit of an odd one. They're usually quite the same thickness, but yeah, that fancy little design that goes up there, that's pretty cool. And the little bit at the top there, it's a lovely little thing. It's just such a shame it's bent like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to straighten that out at all, but it'll stay how it is, I'm afraid. But yeah, beautiful, absolutely brilliant. Look at that green, that is stunning.
Well guys, that is going to be it for the day. I was trying my best to try and sort of finish the day on a decent find, you know, something nice to end the day with. But yeah, I just haven't come across anything, if I'm honest. I've got something in my eye now. I mean, I'm blinking like this. What an exceptional day, honestly. It's incredible. I just can't believe what's come up today. This obviously being ploughed and me having the bigger coil, everything's had a bit of a play in it today, I think. But I just couldn't put a foot wrong, you know. I've just stepped in the right direction all day long. There's been some blank spots. This field's just like that anyway, but yeah, I just seem to have walked the right path all day long, and it's just, yeah, it's really paid off. Absolutely exceptional day. And one piece I'm quite excited about is that little strap distributor, or cheek piece actually, horse cheek piece. I put it up on our little group chat for Dragon Detecting, and Jelly, thank you Jelly, she was actually happened to be standing right next to Julian Evan Hart from the Treasure Hunting magazine, and Julian's knowledge of metal detecting finds is incredible, and I wholly trust what he says. And he says it's it's actually a Viking cheek piece, or horse cheek piece, strap sort of distributor. And he's saying it's Viking, which is incredible. It's probably it's got to be the first Viking thing I've ever found. So, let's turn you around, guys, and let's have a look at what we found today. It's absolutely immense.
So there we are, guys. Look at that for a day. That is some detecting day, that. I think I might have just played this right, because it's actually starting to rain. It said it was going to rain today, but it hasn't all day until now, so we're doing well. But yeah, what an incredible day. Look at that. What a mega pot full. 2 pots full, actually. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, we've got plenty of buttons, as always. Not sure what that little item is. Any ideas, guys? Hollow in the back. A little bit of iron at the top there. Doesn't look very old to me. It looks kind of modernish, doesn't it? A bit of button porn. I saved this for the end for you. I'm gathering, I was going to say military, but I'm not sure if it is, or is it just a I think it's just a livery button, actually. Possibly. But yeah, like I say, plenty of buttons, always plenty of buttons. And there's so many thick buttons in this field, like really chunky buttons that give off huge signals, almost like they're going to be a coin. There was a couple there like that. But yeah, so we've had a couple of those, couple of musket balls there, bit of probably horse buckle. Those 2 items, I've got no idea what they are. I'm sure I've found the tops of these before, whatever they are, not a clue. Harness ring, sort of ring thing, medieval ring thing. More bits of buckle plate, bits and bobs, just the usual sort of stuff. I believe that's from a flintlock gun, possibly. Am I right in thinking that? The old rifles, flintlock rifle, that they used to use a flint as the spark, didn't they, to ignite the shot. But yeah, I think that's what that is anyway. But here we go. This is the special stuff. Look at this. We'll start over here. We've got that little strap end, didn't we? That's unfortunately bent. Poor old thing. But yeah, still a beautiful little find. Absolute cracker. We've got a tiny little leather mount there. A little horse rider there. I'd imagine army sort of toy, isn't it? Something, maybe a little soldier on a horse there. But yeah, I love finding little lead items like that. A couple of lovely buckles there. Beautiful little buckles. Absolutely brilliant. We're going to go to here, I think. This one, yeah, no idea again. Totally flat. Nothing on the, no sort of studs or anything like that. Just flat with 2 holes in it and a little cross through the middle. But again, like I say, no idea on age on that one. And this beautiful horse pendant, look. Heraldic horse pendant. That's just incredible. I think there may be some red enamel in there, maybe. Is that a bit of silvering on this left-hand side I'm seeing now as well? Probably had some silver wash on there at some point. But yeah, what a beautiful... Yeah, it did. I can see more silver there just coming through. Sorry, when I get that close, it makes it look like my hands are shaking like crazy, doesn't it? But yeah, what a beautiful find. Absolutely stunning. Best one of those I've ever found. That's a bucket lister, that is. Absolute bucket lister. And this, here we go. So yeah, this is what Julian is saying is Viking. Actually Viking. And I'm wondering, yeah, does that look like a little arm there holding that? Possibly. Looks like a little hand, doesn't it? But that's just, yeah, incredible. Very possibly. Julian's usually right, so I'm gonna happily go with what he's saying, being Viking. That's just crazy, absolutely mad. Brilliant find. What a piece of history that is. I'll try and find an example similar to that, and we'll have a look at. I'll try and put that to the right of the screen if I can find anything like it. But coins wise today, here we go. So we started the day, our first signal, with this beautiful jetton, which I believe is a Nuremberg jetton. That's an absolutely stunning little token, that is. Showing about the little crusty bits on there. I think that will come off with a clean pencil though. It's flaking away, so should come off and clean up quite nicely. What else did we have? So we had a little hammer. This was sort of one of the second or third finds of the day actually. We were straight onto it today, weren't we? But that's a little voided short cross, and I'm thinking Henrik, I think it's that way up. I thought that was the bottom of the coin, but I think it's that way up, and I can't make out. No way I'm going to make out who that is. Someone will know, I'm sure. But then we had this lovely little hammer as well. Lovely little Edward. I think it was a Canterbury mint Edward penny. Again, yeah, a little bit poor condition, bit scrub, but what do you expect when they're in the ground that long? I did have this of a couple of coins actually, this one as well that I didn't film, but I believe that's another Roman coin. I'm pretty certain. Very blank, nothing on it at all. Another greeny, couldn't really make out anything on it, so I didn't think it was really worth filming for you. I think there's a bust there, possibly. I don't think it's a George III. It's possibly a George II or something like that, maybe. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful little Roman here as well, with some silver wash on there. So I believe that would have been a contemporary forgery. I believe. Could be totally wrong there, but I don't think it's actually a silver coin. There's too much green, isn't there? But yeah, again, I'll put up to the right of the screen what this one is. And that is, yes, an absolute beauty. Really good condition Roman coin, that. But yeah, there we go, guys. What a day. What an absolute stonker of a day. Thank you all very much for watching, as always. Yeah, I really appreciate it. What a day. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. Absolutely special day, that. That's going to go in the special days book, that one. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, give it a like, give us a share as well, share it with your friends, bring everybody along if you can. All helps the channel. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it's as good as this.